Hi everybody. Something I've noticed with recent vintage camera lens reviews, in particular since I started adding chapters, the majority of you just swiping through, only wanting to look at the photographs. They're not interested in anything looking at the lens itself. So for you guys, I'll see you in a very short while, and for the rest of you, oh yeah, just off topic, back in the 80s, would you believe I got to, I think it was the last 16 of the Lincoln Open at darts. Yeah, something you didn't know about me. Anyway, and these are all, no, that's a team trophy, that's a team trophy, that's an individual one from the Lincoln League. Anyway, so today we're looking at the Pentax SMC 50mm f2 vintage camera lens. This one comes in a Pentax K mount, but I do have an EOS adapter. In a few, well, a couple of my recent videos I've actually been using this one to film, and I think that they come out much clearer, although hopefully not too clear that you can see the extra lines. And so today what I'm using to record is my Vivitar 50mm f1.7. I've got it on f4 at the moment. And so back onto this lens, £10 from a shop. And yeah, I could do really another video on how expensive Facebook marketplace is getting. There are a lot of chances on there, aren't they? Anyway, this particular example, £10. It didn't come with lens caps, but it's a tenner. Quite clean optics, just a bit of internal dust, no internal fungus. The focuser moves nice and freely. It's quoted as 0.45 metres close focus, but as you'll see with the images coming up, I think you can get, well, I know you can get much closer than that. So the f-stops from f2 up to 22. Turn it too far, it locks into place with the auto setting, and so you just press this little button. A little fidgety, and as you can probably hear there, it's not the most fluent of aperture rings, but it's probably over 40 years old, so I think we can forgive it that. And so that might be an issue if you're doing maybe astrophotography and you're doing your live view focusing at f2, and then you want to stop it down. It's just a little fidgety. It's quite a small lens, but using a vintage lens, it's all about taking your time anyway. There's no rush. And I did actually see a recent comment on a vintage lens forum where somebody said, oh, it's a nice lens but no autofocus. It's 40 years old, what do they expect? But anyway, so I've asked myself a question. Well, something I've seen online, a lot of people have said these are really good at wide open. So all the photographs you're about to see are shot at f2. And other than just a little bit of sharpening of the raw files and adjusting the curves, that's about it. I didn't overdo it. And so, yeah, I do have a little cheat sheet so I can get everything in order. And so in Scunthorpe High Street you've got these statue of the steel workers at f2, and very, you wouldn't think so really, very nice and clear image. Cropping in though, you will notice some evident chromatic aberration, but I would imagine that will go as you stop down. And also at wide open f2, some rather strange bokeh in the background. I don't know how you describe it, and I would imagine they'll be more circular as you stop down, but yeah, I don't know if it's a pleasing effect or not. What do you think? Let me know in the description. And I actually did some architecture, a couple of photographs, and again you'd expect to take these much lower, you know, f5.6, f8, 11 maybe, but I took these at f2, and I think you'll agree, again, these are pretty sharp images. I am seriously impressed with this lens wide open. Yes, cropping right into the corners where it was further away, slightly out of focus, and you can see a bit of purple colour fringing, but hey, yeah, this is wide open with a vintage lens. And then there's been a number of horses popping up around the area. Some of you may have seen them. And this one, the detail in its face is quite incredible. And I don't know about you, I'm thinking it's giving me a bit of a funny look. And then I saw what was on the side of the horse. And so then moving on, and I thought, well, seeing as F2 it's all about low light capabilities, we went indoors to a local art exhibition, and these first photographs you'll see at F2, I think they're incredible. The way that it slowly drifts out of focus towards the opposite side of the image gives an almost dreamlike effect. I have not added that effect at all. That is straight out the camera. That is quite an incredible result. And if you'd have shot it maybe f8 with your camera on a tripod, then I don't think you would have got as good results at all with it all in focus. And again, looking at these sculptures, the way that the shallow depth of field sends everything out of focus really makes them stand out very, very nicely, and they are very, very sharp image with delightful colours. And I've mentioned this before, the SMC stands for Super Multi-Coated Optics. And then looking at various other exhibitions inside the gallery, some really nice results. And testing the close focus with these couple of images that you've seen now, maybe a little bit more soft, as you do with a lot of lenses, getting close up. But again, the detail is very, very good, and out of that very shallow depth field gives a very nice effect that you would not get if you were shooting at f8, for example. And so, yeah, that's a quick look at the, well, I did wrap it on a bit, I know, the Pentax SMC, Pentax A 50mm f2 lens. If you can get one of these, even better, like me, you can get one for a tenner. I mean, wow, I mean, I'm really, really impressed with this. Just the fidgety aperture ring there, but other than that, you know, what a cracking lens to be used at f2 wide open. I'll probably do another video at some point shooting maybe f8 or so, so you can see the difference. So as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope this helps with your decision if maybe looking to purchase one of these, and I'll see you next time.